Hello and welcome to the final of the ladies 888.com World Pool Championships here in Blackpool. Well, whoever wins this evening will be setting a new record. If Sue Thompson wins, she'll capture the title for a record 6th time. Emma Cunningham, if she wins, she'll become the youngest lady at the age of 17 to win a world title. It really is a massive match for both players. I'm delighted to say that sat alongside me for this one is Vicky Layton. Vicky, the obvious question, who is going to win and why?
Well, Sue Thompson is a massive favourite to win this game. I mean, she's won it 5 times already and she's no stranger to the atmosphere out there. Emma Cunningham is her first year out in this atmosphere, so she's made a massive impact on the game since she started 3 years ago on the international scene, being in the semi-finals for the last 2 years and now actually making the final. I think if she gets a few early frames, you know, on her side, then I think it might be a good game. But if she doesn't get them early frames, then I think it's only going to go one way, and that's with Sue.
OK, well, Sue has been tested, though, on the route to the final. Let's just have a look how she's got here. She beat a certain Vicky Layton in the last 16, 6-1. What happened there?
She was very lucky in that match. No, I don't think Sue's actually playing her best. I think she'll agree she's not played very well up to the World Championship, up to the final. Tanya Aiken was 6-3 up on her in the semi-finals, only to miss 3 blacks to knock her out. But fair play to Sue to keep her nerve and to actually come through that match with a 7-6 victory.
Well, I spoke to her earlier and she still sounded as confident as ever. Sue, congratulations once again on reaching the final. If you win tonight, it's a record 6th world title.
Yes, it'd be great.
How well have you been playing up to now?
I've been playing really well in the tours and in practice as well, running up to the World Championship. But I think I never hit my form, obviously earlier on in the rounds, and I got pushed all the way this year, and I'm actually absolutely delighted to be in the final.
Now, young Emma's only 17. Do you feel that there's no pressure on her and it's all on you?
It is a bit for me, obviously, to do the hat-trick as well this year, but Emma's a very good player and I'm sure I'm going to have a tough match out there, so I'm going to try my best.
You get the impression when you speak to her, she has just got so much self-belief.
She's so confident. It shows in her game. She's no tactics in Sue's game. She just goes for everything because she's got so much belief in herself.
She certainly has. Well, let's have a look at Emma Cunningham's route to the final. Let's not forget she's only 17 years of age. Which matches stand out here for you, Vicky?
I think the match that stands out for me is the Barbara Taylor match. Barbara Taylor was 6-4 up on Emma Cunningham, and I think she missed, well, she potted the black and the white to beat her 7-5, only to miss another straight black to knock her out again at 6-all and just left the black over the pocket for Emma. But I think it might be a good justice for Emma after losing in the semi-finals last year by 1 frame, herself going in off the black against...
OK, well, let's hear how she was feeling. Emma, first of all, congratulations on reaching the final. But if you win this match, you'll become the youngest ever winner of the world title.
Oh, yeah, it's unbelievable. I can't believe I got this far.
How well have you played to get here?
I've played really well, but I've been very fortunate to. Could have been knocked out maybe twice. Just luck of the Irish, maybe.
Well, we all need luck, don't we? You're playing a 5-time world champion in this match. Realistically, have you got a good chance of winning?
If the balls are there, hopefully I can take them out. Yeah, I'm just going to enjoy it, you know. Hopefully Sue will let me in.
Well, when I spoke to her, she did seem incredibly nervous. Do you think that the nerves will get the better of her this evening?
I'm not too sure. Obviously, she's going to be nervous. She's only 17. All her family flew over from Ireland to watch her play in this World Championships. And like I said before, she gets a few early frames, and I think it will settle her nerves.
I certainly hope that happens. It promises to be a fascinating encounter. Over 15 frames, Alan Hughes is in the arena, ready to introduce the players.
Thank you, Mark. And now we welcome our finalists. And first, the youngest ever ladies' world finalist, a prolific winner of tournaments in her native Ireland. She's played superbly to reach her first world final, and no one can deny this talented young star the chance to win the biggest title in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, 17 years of age, will you welcome, please, Emma Cunningham. Ladies and gentlemen, her powerful opponent defending the title. She's won 5 times in the past 8 years, and she's undefeated this year, winning both the tour events. A terrific ambassador for her sport. She is going for a record 6 world title. Will you welcome, please, the defending champion, Sue Thompson.
Welcome to Blackpool for the 888.com World Pool Championships. It's the ladies' final, and there in front of you is the 5-time world champion, also the defending champion, Sue Thompson, and she's up against her 17-year-old opponent, her first ladies' world final, young Emma Cunningham from Northern Ireland.
First frame, Emma Cunningham to break.
This promises to be a fantastic battle, youth against experience. And it's young Emma Cunningham who's going to be breaking off in the first frame. It's a best of 15 match, a race to 8.
Foul.
And young Emma there, she's given the break a real whack, but she's been unlucky. She's gone off in the corner pocket.
Time running.
So to be Sue Thompson to come to the table. Once again, we're going to have another look at Emma's break. Well, she made a ball into the top corner pocket, but also the cue ball went as well. And I bet that young girl is feeling the nerves. Anyway, with me in the commentary box, I've been joined by the president of the World 8 Ball Pool Federation, Mr. Joe Fanto. And Joe, what a tremendous match this promises to be.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it, Tony. The young Emma Cunningham, I expect she shouldn't have any fear once she gets rid of the nerves. And of course, what can we say about Sue? 5 times world champion, and I'm sure it's going to be a really tough display by Sue.
Well, she's wasting a little time in getting into the balls. Thompson wading through the yellows. And if Emma Cunningham's going to do anything in this match, she needs to get early frames. And talking about the ladies' pool, also joining me in the commentary box, it's an absolute pleasure to be joined from Kenya.
30 seconds.
Ladies player that's actually played in the men's team this year. That's Immaculate Davis. And Immaculate, welcome to Blackpool.
Thank you very much, but you can actually call me Emma.
That's very kind of you, Emma. And have you ever seen any ladies play that play quite like Sue Thompson?
No, the way she plays is amazing, and I actually want to play like that at some time in my life. It's quite amazing.
Well, she's amazing. She's won 5 world titles, going for a record 6th, and also she's trying to make it 3 on the spin. And who's to say that she can't do that? She nearly went out in the semi-finals. She's playing Tanya Aitken from Australia, and I by myself watched that match, and Aitken was 6-3 up. She had a couple of chances, and also she missed 2 blacks to knock Sue Thompson out. Unbelievable. And her opponent, Emma Cunningham, she could have gone out in the quarters and the semis. Well, there's an unbelievable miss there from Thompson. But just going back to Emma Cunningham, she's going to be coming to the table. Just once again, we're going to see Thompson's miss in the corner. Emma Cunningham, she played Babs Taylor in the quarterfinals. She missed a black and went off a black against her, and also Cunningham was 6-4 down in her semis. Well, Emma, you can't believe that Sue Thompson could miss a pot like that.
Anything can happen in the game of pool, and especially when you're nervous, you can do amazing things. You have to calm down. I think they're trying to settle in on the table. Once she settles, maybe we'll see better shots.
It'll be interesting to see how Emma settles on with these balls, and yeah, unfortunately, I think there was a bit of nerve there.
Well, yes, I think you're right, Joe. An unexpected miss from Emma Cunningham. We're going to see it once again. Just caught the jaw there. And you've got to understand the nerves out there. It's a massive final. You don't get any bigger on the planet. She's playing the most prolific ladies tournament winner of all time. And Sue Thompson. Expect she's going to be feeling a little bit edgy. We've seen that miss from her. Has she overrun the cue ball? I think she has. She won't be able to get past there now. Well, we've seen another error from Thompson.
This could let Emma in.
Well, she tried to play this Wepf. She's miscued it and sent the cue ball straight to the corner pocket. There you see Sue Thompson looking at a tip. Unbelievable.
Do you think there could possibly be a bit of nerve about Sue as well, going for 3 in a row?
There you see the miscue. She just tried to bend round the red. She can't believe it. But it's just what Emma Cunningham needs, is to get a hand on the table. I know, Emma, when you came over here, it's your first time at these World Championships, and, you know, when you played your first match here, you know, you just want to get your hand on the table and try and relax, don't you?
Yes, you do, and you're actually quite very scared when you get there. But once you settle in, hopefully when the opponent has not taken everything, you might win.
That's right, you just want to pot a couple of balls and just calm your nerves down.
And I think this is exactly what Emma's doing right now.
Second visit.
Well, she's hung that one. Sorry, Joe, I jumped in front of you.
It's okay. I was just saying that Emma was just potting a few balls and settling down, and yes.
She played a great shot there, Emma Cunningham.
Nice position to clear these 2 last reds in the black.
We're going to see this once again. She's played this for a little bit aside, flicked off the yellow. Left herself a nice simple plant now. These 2 reds into this corner. She's pushed the red a little bit further into the jaw than she'd like, but she should be able to pop this and bring the cue around off 2 cushions and have the black in the same pocket.
No, she's opted for the middle.
Well, she just wants to place very slowly into the centre. And down goes the black, and the young 17-year-old takes the first frame. Emma Cunningham leading Sue Thompson by 1 frame to 0. Frame number 2. Sue Thompson breaking off. And just look at the power she put into that break. That's bigger than a lot of men's breaks, but she hasn't got anything off it.
Open table.
Well, Joe, you come a long way from Australia, the other side of the world, and it's about your 4th or 5th championships now, isn't it?
Try the 8th, Tony.
Never was very good at maths.
No, it's wonderful coming here every year and seeing over the years I've seen this competition grow, and in particular this ladies individual competition. This year, apart from all the European representatives and UK representatives, we have representatives from West Indies, from Kenya, from South Africa, and of course from Australia that participated in this ladies individual event.
You must have been a little bit disappointed because the 2 beaten semi-finalists against Sue Thompson and Emma Cunningham were both Australians.
It was a near miss at having 2 Australians in a final. It would have been wonderful, but these 2 competitors are certainly worthy finalists.
Well, there's only ever been 1 Australian in the ladies' final, and that was back in 1993, and that was Natalie Froling. And she was beaten by a young Linda Ledbetter then. But Emma Cunningham looking very confident now. She had that edgy start, but that frame's done her the world a good, Joe, isn't it?
I think she's relishing the situation, and the smile said it all after that 1 frame. I think she was really thrilled to win that first frame in a final for herself. It's done her the world of good.
Emma Cunningham just trying to cover the corner pocket where the
Red
black
ball's
is.
in play.
She's done a pretty good job.
Yeah, quite a mature start.
And Emma, how long have you been playing the rules then back in Kenya for this game?
We've been playing the rules for about 2 years. They were actually introduced last year when the men's team came here for the first time. And this was the first time we sent women from Kenya. And we have three ladies who played in the individuals. Sadly, we didn't go very far, but at least we've got a vague idea of professional pool, how it should be played, and we're going to have a big message to take home.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see the Kenyan team over here. And you can only gain experience, and it's got to stand you in good stead for the future.
Yep.
Yeah, we're looking for big things from Kenya. We'd like to see a full men's and ladies team here in the future, just to enhance these championships even more and continue the great success that they're being.
Well, Emma Cunningham there. She opened up the pocketbook. She tried to knock the black ball just a bit further away from that other yellow. I think she might see her just play a little tactical shot here. If she just rolls into the yellow that's next to the black and just try and double kiss it and cover it completely, because there is a gap there. And there's nobody better to exploit that gap than Sue Thompson. You've got to keep her out of that corner pocket.
30 seconds.
Actually, I'm not quite sure what I would do here, Tony. Any suggestions?
Well, I just think that she should definitely cover the bag. She's trying something quite extravagant by the cut up there, and she's not far away from it.
It was quite an effort.
Well, she's managed to cover the bag at the top, but you can see Thompson already is looking to see how big that gap is down in that bottom right-hand corner.
And work her way around a red tuck behind it and clear that pocket.
Well, at least Emma Cunningham is showing Sue Thompson that she's going to have a game on her hands. Oh, it's a good shot there from Sue. But she's opened up that yellow still for Emma Cunningham.
This game's shaping up that this could be quite a match. Emma gaining a bit of confidence early in the match.
Now she's trying to play the double kiss. Not quite got it.
No.
What I said earlier, she's trying to cover that pocket and get rid of that gap that she's leaving there.
At this stage, she didn't really gain anything from that shot.
Well, Sue Thompson now, she's going to pop this over the bag, and now she's going to go and try and get down into that bottom corner. This could be played with a bit of pace.
It has to be accurate. There's not a huge margin for error there.
No, you're right, Joe. If she gets this wrong, she could double kiss the yellow in. And I'll tell you what, that's not a great shot from Sue. I'm going to see Sue play this again. You can see she just catches the cushion a bit early there. She wanted to catch the cushion and hit the yellow, but
Instead just sits behind the yellow, and she's still got a lot of work to do.
that's right. Cunningham still in the driving seat. That's a good pop from Emma Cunningham. Well, she could take this into the top corner, try and send a cue ball into the black, knock the yellow in as well. She pops both yellows in one shot here and beyond the black.
And the black sitting over the pocket.
I'll tell you what, that'll give you all the confidence in the world if she knocked that in. She's actually having a look at it. She's seen the shot.
I'd love to see the reaction of the crowd if this shot comes off.
She's going to have to get the cue up in the air a bit, because she's going to have to pull that white over to the side of the table. So you can see the path it's going to have to take. Well, she's got the yellow in the top. And she's been unlucky. She nearly got them both.
Touching ball.
And it's a touching ball on the yellow. That means she's going to have to play away from it. There you are. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'd like to see that shot again and see how she finished up there.
Well, Emma Cunningham. There you see she tried to pot both balls in one shot, and she was desperately unlucky.
I think she's gained more coverage of
30
that pocket
seconds.
though with the yellow.
Well, she's worried about where she's going to put the cue ball now. She's going to have to go away from the yellow ball. But she doesn't want to leave Sue Thompson, so she can fire a red down into this corner. Well, she's done as well as she could there. Thompson's got it all to do.
At this stage, it's quite unusual. We've got the young 17-year-old having won the first frame and appearing to be in the box seat for the second as well, and winning the tactical game.
Sue Thompson's been a bit fortunate there because she's missed a pot, but left the cue ball in a nasty little position there for Cunningham.
Nasty little snooker.
Well, Emma, I know we played the Kenyan team last year in their first championships, but this year we played them. We had quite a hard game with them. It just shows the standard of pool over in Kenya has really improved, and that's just in 1 year.
Yes, it is improving, especially knowing the right rules and using the rules to practice.
30 seconds.
And like before, the year before, we didn't know what to expect. Now we knew. We bought some tapes, and I've been using them to practice as well. We're doing our best. Hopefully next year we might have a lead in the last 8.
Well, I'd like to see it.
Foul.
And Emma Cunningham now, she's playing to deliver a foul. There's a decent shot, not leaving anything easy for Sue Thompson. See, this is not Sue Thompson's forte. She does not like tactics. If you go back into the start of the show, Vicky Layton was in the studio and she said that Sue was going to go for everything because that's her strength, and it's exactly right. If anybody's going to beat Sue Thompson, it could be down that avenue.
Yeah, this is a very uncharacteristic match for Sue. The finals I've seen her win, she's been very commanding and just potting and going for just about everything.
Well, she's got to keep her down into the area that she wanted to be in. But still with that black sat behind the yellow, she needs to try and get a red over to the right-hand side of the table where the yellow is and try and go in off the ball. And that's the only way she can open up the pocket for the black. Unless she's going to try and career into it now. Well, let's give her a chance. She's played a good shot. She's on a second visit. Got a few options here. She could take a long red into the top right-hand corner and get on the other 3 reds into the bottom left. Or she could play the plant. No, Sue, I think she'll take the long pot. And potting is her game.
Great shot.
I nearly thought that missed, but it was a great pot.
She'll play the bottom one now in the plant. Made that look easy. And this will settle Sue's nerves down. Her cue is shaking. Unbelievable. It just goes to show the pressure that Emma Cunningham's put her under. Looking a bit more positive now, and it's a straightforward black ball into this centre pocket. Down it goes, and Thompson pulls level. Frame. Cunningham wasn't leading for long. Blackpool, it's Sue Thompson 1, Emma Cunningham 1.
Sue Thompson drawing level. What a great start from Emma Cunningham, winning the opening frame. Remember, she's only 17 years of age. She looks great.
She has impressed me, actually, the way she's handled herself in the first couple of frames. Very well, yes.
You know, we're talking about pressure, but I look at Sue Thompson and she looks as though she's the one under pressure at the moment.
I think Sue's under a lot of pressure because obviously it's Emma's first time and she's got a lot of support out there this time.
Emma's out there, she's laughing away. I think Sue gave her a few chances so she could settle. The nerves vanished, didn't they?
This is it. The first frame could have really gone either way, and it was a nice finish for Emma to get the first frame under her belt, which has settled her nerves, I think.
So looking at the two players, do you think she's got a better chance now?
Well, this could be a good game after all, I think.
OK, let's get back into the action.
Emma Cunningham comes to the table. That's a break off in frame number 3. She's not frightened to give the balls a slam. And the yellow ball as well in the top left-hand corner.
Yellow ball spotted.
I just feel that yellows could be the order of the day here. 2 choices. She can go game, or she could just nominate yellows and cover that top corner. And look at Emma's break once again. And notice some players, they use the break cues. Emma Cunningham doesn't. Do a lot of players use the break cues in Kenya, Emma?
Yes, they do, because they use the 8mm
30
tips
seconds.
and they're afraid of breaking them, and getting cue sticks in Kenya
Red
is
balls
very
nominated.
expensive. So you better use the break cue and make sure your cue is all right.
Red balls in play.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that one. I've used the break cue this year for the first time because keep knocking tips off playing with a very small tip.
Emma's obviously favoured the reds.
There's a good pot there from Cunningham. What's it is the two reds at the bottom left-hand side of the table. The bottom one goes through the gap of the two yellows into the bottom left-hand corner. Just having a look at the plant up here. Well, she can make this, but it's not entirely easy. She's played it pretty good, but she's going to have to come down the table now, and she's going to have to take the middle one of these three reds to the bottom left-hand corner through the gap of the two yellows.
And possibly an awkward bridge, depending on which one she goes for.
Well, you can see where she's going to be bridging, Joe, and you're right. It's going to be not nice at all. Expect to see a shaking sleeve here, I would imagine. I'll tell you what.
It's very steady.
Well, she cued that pretty good, in fairness, and maybe just
Yellow
took
balls in play.
her eye off the pot a bit. She's got a little bit lucky there. The reds come back over towards the right-hand corner and blocked off Thompson's yellow. And there you see. I thought she cued that pretty well, Joe.
Yes, she did, but unfortunately didn't have it lined up and missed the pot. And now Sue's only got one awkward yellow by the looks, but it may come past the red into the bottom left.
Well, it's not going to be easy for Sue Thompson, and that's why she's let. Well, she tried to cover that corner pocket. As you can see, the dejection in the body language there when that yellow dropped in.
And this will be interesting because she's got a slightly longer pot than Emma did just a while ago, and maybe a similar bridge.
Now you saw the difference in the cueing over the ball there from Thompson. Aggressive shot there. But still the problem of that yellow ball. She's got to cut this one down into the left-hand corner, and she's got to bring the cue ball back, and she's going to have to kick into it. You see, she can get behind it. It might go in that centre pocket, but it won't go in either of those bottom corners, that's for certain.
I think controlling the whites is going to be the hardest.
Well, she had a go at kicking it, and now she's been left with nothing.
Just try and cover.
The black ball's in the way of her doubling it into the left-hand centre. She can't double it back into the corner that she's standing nearest. The reds are in the way.
Maybe just opt to try and cover this corner pocket.
Well, that's all she can do. She's going to try and clip this yellow and get it in front of this red.
No.
There's too much of a gap there. There's a chance for Cunningham. Now you see the red ball squeeze past into the corner pocket. What Sue Thompson also did was knock that black ball out into the open as well.
I think these are the sort of chances that Emma was referring to at her interview at the start of the match. Let's see if she can take it.
Well, if you notice, she's steadied down now, Emma Cunningham. She's now got herself used to her surroundings.
30 seconds.
Yeah, she looks very composed.
And I'll tell you what, this young girl can play.
She's very composed and mature out there.
She's been playing at these World Championships since she's about 14.
Actually, it's hard to believe that she's only 17 and playing with this sort of composure in a grand final of a World Championships.
Well, she's not frightened to use the rest. Got to be a little bit careful here.
Most players would shudder at this this sort of shot with the wrist.
She didn't want to leave the cue ball on the top rail, though. And she played that a little bit quick, in my opinion.
Yeah, needed to work the white a little bit better there.
And just look at that, touching the cushion. And just look how much tip is going to hit the cue ball. Not a lot. There you see the miss creeping in. And she'll be disappointed with that because she's handed an easy chance now to Thompson.
Yeah, she'll be very disappointed. In the second frame, she appeared to have control and lost that frame. But Sue,
well, I thought she could creep past there and pot that.
I'm quite sure she could.
She's looking edgy for me.
Yes, it seems Emma actually settled in before her. She's in full control of the table. She's enjoying herself. She's not being bothered by the cameras, the lights, and the crowd. She's just playing her own game.
Yeah, it's a very good point, Emma. And I tend to agree with you. When you settle, when the final started, you think Emma's going to be the nervous one, and they see a good luck message there. Go Sue. Well, she's not going to go very far from her seat at the moment. Well, Emma Cunningham, she's chose to play the black down in here because she's thinking if she misses it, she's going to cover the pocket, and that's where Sue's yellow is. But this is a massive shot. That is brilliant from Emma Cunningham. What a black ball. Cunningham takes the third frame and puts herself back in front once again. 2-1 to Emma Cunningham in his best of 15 final. Well, it's Emma Cunningham breaking this off in the fifth frame. Not made a ball. And it'll be Thompson.
And there's not one ball touching the cushion.
Red ball's in play.
Thompson there. Little smile from Thompson now. She wasn't smiling a couple of frames ago.
Maybe she's appreciating her fortune today.
Well, Sue Thompson not landed very charitably there for herself. And again, it's still the loose shots are there.
Time out.
Well, she's just getting Melvin Harley, the referee, to come and look and see if it's a total snooker.
Total snooker.
As you know, in
Time running.
World 8-ball pool rules, a total snooker means when she hits her ball, after contact, she won't have to strike a cushion. Not that it mattered at that pace.
Yellow ball's in play.
But Cunningham has got a chance to get her hand back on the table and try and erase the memory of the last frame's mistakes. Well, Joe, I know you've seen quite a bit of Emma Cunningham over the last couple of years in the pool world. And it's amazing the improvement she has made, isn't it, in the last 2 or 3 years?
I think it's incredible to actually see her in a grand final of a world title now, and at such a tender age. And really, in these first 4 frames, I found her quite amazing. Like, she could have been, you know, if she was 4-1 down or 3-1 down, you wouldn't be surprised. But at the moment, the score is 2-2, and she's really well into it. And it certainly doesn't look like Sue's going to get away with this one, and it could be neck and neck all the way.
Well, Emma Cunningham just played a very good shot there. The yellows, all of them go. The only problem ball that Emma Cunningham can have there would be the yellow that was just to the left and below the black ball. It's not available in either of the bottom corners.
Yeah, it would be a long pot to the top.
Well, that's the only pocket it's going to go in. I think she's trying to
30 seconds.
bring the cue ball back over there. That'll make it a lot tougher. Oh, just look at that for a shot. Bit unlucky there. She tried to kick into the black and leave it straight, but she's Still got the option of playing the yellow up into the top corner.
If she goes to the top corner and just screws back gently for this, oh no, it doesn't go in the top pocket here, possibly because of that red in the way.
Well, whichever way she goes, it's going to be a very tough shot.
30 seconds.
Now you hear the 30-second call from our timekeeper. The players only get 1 minute a shot. Oh, tremendous pot there from Cunningham, but unfortunately for her, she's not landed on anything. She tried to get on the ball in the centre pocket. You can see that the red ball's blocking their approach to there. And Emma, just signs that Emma's getting a little bit frustrated now and just making a couple of errors, isn't there?
Yes, she is, because she's not getting the white where she wants it. Once you actually make one mistake with the white or your white ball placement, it's very hard to correct it.
She's probably just left with trying to cover the pocket here.
Well, that's her only shot, Joe. And that's not bad. In fact, that's a very good shot there from Emma Cunningham. A little bit of a round of applause there. The knowledgeable crowd appreciate what she's trying to do. But Thompson, the prolific potter, represented Scotland. She lives in Runcorn, where there is a slight gap there. We've seen Sue miss a couple of those before, but she's got it this time. But has she blocked the red again? Because the yellow just bumped out a bit, but yes, there is a gap again. Yeah. No, she's just regrouping now. She's having to rethink her finish. She had it in her mind which way she wanted to go. But now that red goes in there, she might even come across and play it in the other corner. Well, she's got an angle now on the one in the centre.
Yeah, she's well positioned now to take these three balls.
She's going to drop this red in the corner. The black's going to go in the left-hand centre. And Thompson, for the first time, has a chance to get himself in front. And this is what Emma Cunningham didn't want. And down goes the black ball, and Thompson, she's in front, and she's shown a bit of emotion there. She now leads Cunningham by 3 frames to 2. Well, Sue Thompson, you see the face as she walked away from the table like, come on, Sue, and she's really fired up now.
Yeah, she's starting to feel as if she's a bit of her game is coming back to her, and she's possibly feeling as if she's the Sue of old.
Well, Thompson, look at the way she just banged these balls in without blinking, and there you see
Sue Thompson to break,
the tenacity.
leading 3 frames to 2.
Well, Sue Thompson breaking off frame number 6. She's got herself in front for the first time.
Open table.
Well, nothing off the break. They're a bit bunched up, aren't they?
Yeah, but let's see if Emma can bounce back here. It's a nice pot into the middle.
Red ball's in play.
Well, she popped that one in the middle, but she did knock one safe at the top there. Sat behind the yellow now on that right-hand rail. The mistakes are starting to creep into Emma's game now.
Yeah, she tried to pot that ball and move that awkward red straight away.
All of a sudden, the honeymoon's over. She now needs to not really talk to the crowd. I know she's enjoying herself and that, but she can see that Thompson has been making mistakes. She could believe that she could go out and win this final. You never know. She needs to really get zoned in. You can see who wants it the most at the moment, and it's Thompson.
Yeah. Sue certainly seems the more determined.
Well, it just strikes me Emma's got the sort of I'm happy to be here look rather than I've come here to win the title.
Yes, unfortunately, if Sue gets a couple of frames away from her, that Might be irretrievable.
Sue, of course, covering that pocket there. The reason being because she's still got a yellow tied up in the middle of that right-hand rail. She wants to give herself a bit of time to develop it. Cunningham, once again, is in a bit of bother.
Yeah, this is where Emma's got to really knuckle down and focus and concentrate on pulling this frame back and staying in touch with Sue.
30 seconds.
Has Emma Cunningham left herself a gap and a plant there? That bottom corner. Oh, that's tight, Joe.
I could, even if she doesn't pot, at least she'd be able to move that yellow and take command of that pocket.
Well, Emma Cunningham looking a bit more stone-faced now. Oh, what a great shot from Sue Thompson. It's been unfortunate there. I don't think she's landed on the yellow. She's knocked her bad yellow out into the open. Just look at the awkward cueing. When the cue ball jumped and went forward. Brilliant shot, wasn't it? Oh, Thompson. Sometimes she just amazes me.
She's definitely taken over the table.
That's very right, Ema. See, the thing is, Ema, is when she gets the confidence up, as she's seen in the previous matches this week, how well she can really play.
Once she's on her best, you can't catch up with her.
Yeah, she's certainly a front runner.
Yeah, I've seen her go to the table and just overall players where she just races away with the match.
And another big pot there from Sue Thompson. Landed a little bit awkward once again. Touching that red ball. But you can see she's now growing in confidence with the speed she's starting to play at.
That's exactly what I was going to say. She's just taking less time between shots and really seeing her shots a lot quicker now.
She knows she's got her opponent on the ropes, and oh, that's brilliant. She's popped that up. That was a hard shot she just played there. She's whacked it in the middle and come off the two rails. Left herself the angle now on this yellow in the centre. Just going to run this in. Perfect on the black ball, and as you can see, there's the line of fire into this corner pocket. Down it goes, and it's Thompson now in control. Right. She leads by 2 frames, 4-2 against Emma Cunningham.
Emma Cunningham to break, trailing 4 frames to 2.
This young Emma Cunningham breaking off in frame 7. Just in the last 3 frames whistled by her. And now she's broke. Made a couple of balls, but she's also made the cue ball.
1 visit, open table, time running.
And these are the sort of situations that Sue normally relishes.
And there you see Emma Cunningham's break. Well, she's got plenty of power. But she's losing the cue ball, and she knows it.
Red ball's in play.
Well, Sue Thompson looking at these reds now. Just taking her time now, Joe. She's just plotting a route. You know, she's thinking 3 or 4 shots ahead.
Yes, they're not. It's not an elementary pot out. She's having to think it through. There's a red tied up there on. Oh no, does that red go in the middle? The tight.
Well, I think she's got a red left in the top corner, Joe. That's the only place she can pot. You know that Sue's not scared of any pot on a pool table. Knocks them in like they're not there. And that is some shot she's played. Amazing shot. Well, Sue Thompson. It's looking like she's out there doing a pool exhibition now. Cunningham still not sat in her chair. Now, has she come a bit too far there as Emma looks on? Maybe trying to psych her out a little bit. It's not working. And that's where Sue Thompson wants to be. She's going to have to pop this red into this bottom left-hand corner with a a bit of screw. She'd have to come all the way across to the right-hand rail and screw all the way back again. So this is going to go in at some pace. Oh, that's brilliant shot from Thompson.
She's certainly hitting the scratch now.
Well, this red simple, she's going to kick into the black ball. She's got to be a little bit careful. She wants to kick it far enough up the table so you can put it in the corner. Or try and make a thin contact so she can knock it in the middle. Down to preference of shot. And she's played it very well indeed. I'm sure the black pass into the top right-hand corner. And down goes the black ball. Thompson now leads by 5 frames to 2. It's going to be Sue Thompson breaking off. Frame number 8. Here comes the big slam. Made a ball once again. And Joe Fanto.
Red ball spotted.
If Emma Cunningham is going to get back in this game, she's going to have to maybe start playing some tactical shots, but she's got to get to the table first.
Yes, she's got to get to the table and maybe try and slow Sue down somehow, break her rhythm, because Sue's really slipped into a rhythm which looks as if she can run away with it here.
When you think back to previous world finals where Sue Thompson has been beaten before, Linda Ledbetter a couple of times has turned Sue over. And when she's managed to do it, she started off very early playing
Red
tactics.
ball's in play.
Yes, and they've normally been long, drawn-out matches at...
Well, the one thing that Sue
Yellow ball's in play.
has that is in the downside is that she can get impatient. She doesn't like to be made to wait to win her frames. A little bit of a lash at that red.
And I'm sure somebody would have talked to Emma and let her know that's the sort of game she needs if she's going to unsettle Sue.
Good shot there from Cunningham. Well, now back in Kenya, Emma, your qualifying for the Kenyan team is quite a hard way. You've got a lot of travelling to do, and you have to go all the way to Nairobi from where you live, which is quite a long way away, isn't it?
I live in Mombasa, which is at the coast, and it's about 300 kilometers from Nairobi, the capital city. But you have to travel to Nairobi for the selections. We managed to get I from Mombasa and a lady from Nakuru, which is also the outskirts of Nairobi, for the selection. But looking at the level of play here, you can't compare it to back home. This is amazing. This is better, far much better than what you play.
Well, I know you're a highly ranked player back in Kenya. And it's Kenya is a young pool association. In the terms of the world ranks, I'm sure there's going to see players from your end of the world coming into this world stage, competing at the top level. But at this level, players like Sue Thompson, I mean, she's better than a lot of men professionals, Sue Thompson. There's no question that when she's on form, it's ridiculous.
I think she can actually beat our number one seed back home.
And Emma, I'm sure that coming here and being at these championships and seeing the standard that you've got to aspire to, it's certainly going to help Paul in Kenya when you take it back to them and just explain to them how it's played here.
Yes, as I said earlier on, we're getting some tapes. We're going to show them the level of play, and hopefully they will actually try and rise up to the standard.
We can only learn playing any sport by playing the best players. And these two players are right at the pinnacle of their sport. It's Emma Cunningham. She's trying to slow Sue down here. She wants to cover this bag, and she's potted the yellow. Did not want to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure her mind's ticking over time, trying to work out how she can stop the flow of Sue Thompson.
And she needs to start frustrating Sue, and leaving everything open for Thompson is always going to give the Scots lady a big chance.
And now Sue's got a chance to take control of this frame again.
Sue Thompson plays a very good shot there. She's not frightened about hitting those reds down the rails. She's thumped them in, they're not there.
When she's on song, no shot's too hard for Sue Thompson.
dribbling that down the rail. You have to say, I mean, Joe, with your men's team, that Sue could do any of the blokes really when she's firing all cylinders, can't she?
She could walk into our side, I would say. She would be muchly appreciated in the Australian men's team.
Well, Sue Thompson has control of that bottom right-hand corner. Tried to knock it in, but she's got second prize, and it's not a bad one either. Cunningham, as you can see, is that yellow stuck to the black, the side of the table, which is not doing any favours. The red ball in the middle of the cushion there, it's going to stop her crashing into those two balls.
Do you think she can pot this yellow and work her way around the difficult yellow next to the black?
This is going to be very, very awkward for her.
Certainly a good attempt, but didn't pot the ball.
Well, if she'd have made the pot, she'd have had to hit it that thin that she would have canned it into the red. As you see, she only hit it half ball there. But Cunningham's got to keep her chin up, not give in. Oh, great shot from Thompson, but where's the white?
Still on the table.
Is she angled, though? Can she get past the middle jaw? You can see she just scraped past, I think. Down to the red over the corner bag. It's very tight. She might have to bend it slightly.
It's just a slight swerve.
Well, there you see Thompson only just getting the edge of that red ball. But she's within 3 frames of taking her 6th World Championship. This 888.com.
Just left it a little bit awkward.
And she's missed the red
She's
again.
Missed it.
And the chinks in the armour are still there. She rattled off 3 or 4 frames on the trot where she looked like she wasn't ever going to miss another ball, and all of a sudden she just missed the ball for no apparent reason at all. Unforced errors.
So opportunities are still there for Emma for her to get back into this game.
Well, there's an easy safety here for Emma Cunningham. If she hits a yellow ball that's to the left of the cue ball and just drags the white up to the top end of the table, going to leave Sue Thompson in a nasty little snooker.
30 seconds.
I'm sure she's just went up there to look to see where she wants to put the white ball.
I think she's heard you, Tony.
And there she tried to play the snooker, but she didn't get the white over far enough. I think Sue Thompson will be able to hit the edge of this. And there you see she's not made a snooker, and also she's demoted her yellows into a nasty position behind the black ball on the right-hand rail. Oh, unbelievable. That was a great effort from Thompson. Went for the pot, didn't get it. We're going to have another look at this Thompson double. And just look how close this was to going in. Right on the edge of the pocket. Well, Cunningham again is going to have to play a safety. She's going to have to just roll into the top yellow of the two. She's actually looking at, unbelievably, coming off the bottom cushion into the bottom yellow and playing a plant into the top right-hand corner.
30 seconds.
Well, I'll tell you what. 17 years of age and playing this shot, this is unbelievable.
Foul.
Well, she didn't want to do that. She's just hit the black ball, knocked it into the open and given 2 visits to Sue Thompson. That plant was on, but she misjudged the angle coming off the bottom rail. And now Thompson can now see the finishing line in her sights. So black does not go down, and what on earth happened there? Joe Fanto, can you believe that?
This is amazing frame. First Emma going for that shot, and then Sue to miss that pot to the middle.
I think she was too fast.
I have to agree with you, Emma. She straight down, never looked at it, thought, well, I can't miss that, and it just hit. It wasn't even close either. Well, will she attempt the double, or will she try and play safe? She's going to go for the double.
30 seconds.
She's gone for the cut.
And only just missed. What can Emma do here, Tony?
Well, there's only one shot I feel that Emma Cunningham can play, and that's the bottom yellow out of the two, is to try and double it into the bottom left-hand corner. She'll have to play it with a lot of screw and a lot of right-hand side. That's to check the angle. There's no point in trying to play safe in snooker, because 9 times out of 10 you'll hit it too hard and leave Sue an easy black.
Yeah, you'd require a perfect lie for a snooker, because you need to leave it tight, and it's just too difficult a shot. Mind you, the pot's not real simple either.
Well, you'd have to put this, if you're a bookmaker, you'd be saying this is about 100 to 1. And there you are. It was a very, very hard shot, but has she got the cue ball into the jaw? No, and it's an easy black now for Thompson. Again, Sue Thompson gets away with it. And down goes the black ball, and Thompson is now within 2 frames of capturing her title yet again. She leads Emma Cunningham by 6 frames to 2. Well, Emma Cunningham breaking off. It's a good break once again.
Red ball spotted.
Let's see if Emma can do something here to get back into this match. She's got the table, and she needs to stay there.
Well, her body language is telling me that she's resigned herself
Yellow
to
ball's nominated.
losing this final. But that's a very good shot from Cunningham.
Yellow ball's in play.
And the yellows are all open, and she's got a great chance here, isn't she?
Yes, if ever she had an opportunity, this is it to try and turn the match.
All she has to do is stay calm.
Well, stay calm out there in your first ever world final. It's easier said than done.
Let alone at 17 years of age.
Yeah, she's a very young player. But she'll have many more years in front of her. But this match isn't dead yet. If she could get this frame, we've already seen Thompson is not playing at her best at all.
No, she's given her opportunities on several occasions, and she really needs to make this this frame, though.
Well, I think to beat Sue Thompson, you've got to actually believe in yourself and believe you can do it. Cunningham just taking her time now.
30 seconds.
She's just taking a little bit more time than I would like.
And she's taking on a really tough pot here. That was very tight into that middle bag, and even if she got it, she wasn't in an ideal position. But where she's left the cue ball, nothing easy for Thompson. She's going to have to play the red at the bottom of the table, and just look at where she's got a bridge.
She's very
How
awkward.
close the cue is there to the yellow.
Oh, what a magnificent pot.
That was brilliant from Thompson once again. Just when she misses an easy ball, she pulls out one of the hardest pots you can see on a pool table.
How many players could bridge that high and pot that ball so fine? Cut that ball so fine to pot it?
Not very many, let me tell you. Such a great cueist.
Tell you what, Tony, we came with 6 men short of 1 man for the team's event, and we had to play for the men. One lady had to play for the men in the team's event, which I did. And I wish Sue could be Kenyan. She could have done that job for us.
No doubt. There's a lot of men's nations would like a player of Sue Thompson's quality in their team. Yes, I remember you playing in the Kenyan men's team, Ema, and it's a credit to you. Very daunting task your first time over here to play in the men's section.
Someone told me I must be very brave, which is actually true.
Well, Joe, no easy shot here for Sue Thompson.
No, and I think the crowd would be hoping that at least Sue allows Emma to come back in and have another crack to turn this match.
Well, I don't think that red passes to yellow in the right-hand middle. Well, does it? She's played to get on it.
That was brilliant.
She's having another look at it. Must be tight.
I'm sure she's...
And there you see it will just trickle in off the knuckle. And also she's got the perfect angle just to roll down for the last red down the rail. And Thompson.
It's looking ominous.
The heart must be beating now, but she's looking full of confidence once again. And that red goes in easy. Great shot, but look where she's left the white. And once again she's queuing over the ball, but...
It hasn't been a problem for her in the past.
No, it hasn't. And this is a big shot for Thompson. Oh, she's made that look absolutely simple. Brilliant finish there. And look at her shouting at her friends in the crowd. She now leads Cunningham by 7 frames to 2. Is 1 frame away from winning a world title.
In 7 frames to 2.
Sue Thompson is now breaking to try and win her 6th world title. A 3rd one in a row it would be if she makes it. Extra bit of strength into the break. She's made a ball.
Yellow ball spotted.
And she certainly spread them.
We're going to have a look at Thompson's break once again.
Red ball's
A
nominated.
huge thump into the balls. She's opted for the reds. Where's the cue ball going?
Red ball's in play.
Still on the table, but it looks a little bit awkward for the next pot.
Can she get to the red at the top of the table?
I think so.
If she can, she still has to finish on, and she must be able to because she's down very quickly. And there you can see both reds go.
Yeah, she doesn't waste any time when...
And she's pulled her arm on that one.
Yellow ball's in play.
And there you hear the crowd encouraging Emma Cunningham.
I think they're all hoping and wanting for Emma to get back into this frame.
Well, they don't want to go home yet. They're quite happy in this 888.com arena, watching the World Ladies Final. And for them to stay a little bit longer, they're going to have to have Emma Cunningham win another frame. That's Emma Cunningham's sister, Mary. She's looking a little bit concerned for her sister. Mary also plays as well. She plays in the Northern Ireland team. She's a very good player in her own right. And there's Cunningham missing the plant, and now this is a real chance for Thompson
to take out the title.
Well, poor Emma.
All those reds are waiting to be picked there.
And Thompson now has a very good chance here now. This is easy for her, really. But don't forget, this is the frame to try and regain her world title. Lots of pressure. The stomach will be churning now. And she's landed perfect. Just going to roll this red into the centre pocket now very gently.
I think she can certainly sense this is close to being over. And another title. 3 in a row.
Well, it's been a mixed performance from Sue. She started off a bit shaky, but then she had 3 or 4 frames where she played some phenomenal stuff.
And as she said, she thought she was a little bit lucky to be in the final, but she's relishing it. And
well, Thompson now has got the simplest of black balls. She knows the title's hers. She's going to savour the moment. This 8 for the World Championship. In it goes as Sue Thompson regains her title. She's the 888.com 2004 World Ladies Pool Champion.
Well done, Emma.
Brilliant performance from Sue Thompson.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your applause justified. First of all, this young lady on my left-hand side, 17 years of age. You were 15 when you got to your first semi-final. We've had 2 world semi-finals. Who filled the form in? You should have been 16. Was it your mum, your dad, your gran?
No, I'd blame George. Blame George.
You blamed it onto all of them, did you? But I tell you, a tremendous prospect. You must have been a little bit disappointed tonight. Early on, first couple of frames, you played well. 2-all, and then all of a sudden, nothing happened?
I had chances. I don't know, just couldn't play.
Well, you're the #1 player in Ireland, and you're #3 here. So you're #3 in the world, #1 in Ireland. Not bad for a 17-year-old, is it, ladies and gentlemen, eh? Not bad at all. Can I just ask you, have you got a boyfriend?
No.
You've not? I've got shirts older than you. You know that. Ladies and gentlemen, she's done tremendously well. Young Emma, thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Sue Thompson, 6 times, eh? Does it get any easier?
No, it gets harder every year. All the girls are improving, so I'm getting a bit old for this because I was having a heart attack, I think, playing Emma. I don't know how she handles her nerves because it is quite... I've done this over many times and it's still... your nerves do still get going out there. It showed that in the first couple of frames. I just couldn't perform the way I can.
No, you looked a little bit nervous earlier on. Tell me, what have you been doing the past year? I mean, you were the champion last year. Did you do many exhibitions or anything?
Yeah, I've actually been doing a few exhibitions with Jimmy White, so I'm doing quite well because he hasn't beaten me yet. So
he's not beaten you.
I'm 2-0 up so far. So.
Well, I tell you what, I'll have to have a word with Jimmy and get his game perked up a little bit because. By the way, are you on the ladies' circuit on the snooker? Or?
No, the ladies' snooker circuit's finished now.
It's finished now, is it? Okay, all right. Well, now you've won 6 world titles. Where do you go from here?
I don't know. Well, we'll try for 7, but I'm getting a bit old for this. But we'll definitely come back next year. But I'd just like to say that, I've played pool for a number of years, but Emma, for a 17-year-old, I think she deserves a round of applause because she's going to be a fantastic world champion to come. So well done to Emma.
And well done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now it's wages time and we're going to introduce the presentation party consisting of Barry Jackson, who is representing our sponsors 888.com, and George Harwood, our tournament director. Thank you, gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, it's a cheque for £1,000. Our congratulations for a wonderful tournament goes to Emma Cunningham. And now to the winner, a cheque for £2,000, a trophy, and the title of this year's 888.com Ladies World Champion goes to Sue Thompson. Sue Thompson, ladies and gentlemen.
Great scenes and a great performance from Sue Thompson. A record-breaking 6 world titles. First of all, though, Vicky, I want to say a few words about Emma Cunningham. A great performance.
Excellent performance from Emma Cunningham. For her first time at the World Championships, she's done absolutely brilliant. And like Sue said, there's no doubt in my mind that she would be world champion one day.
Do you think that she could emulate Sue 6 times?
Well, who knows? I mean, she's only 17. And like Sue said, she's getting old.
Sue said she's coming back next year. She's going to go for a 7th, going to go for an 8th. Can anybody realistically stop it?
Well, like she said, the standard of the ladies' game is improving all the time. But if she keeps playing the way she is, then, she is undoubtedly the best player in the world. So no question about that. She's proved it time and time again.
OK, well, thanks very much for joining us. It has been a superb performance from Sue Thompson. Quite simply, she is the 888.com World Pool Champion of 2004.